I have a lot to like fuse in on. So anyway, last week we had, or last fortnight we had, we did a long distance scanner, which I think is over here. Yeah, we tuned the long distance scanner and it came up with a target. I do want to go to that actually. I changed my mind about it. So we're going to go check that out. We also did a caravan. We did an attack quest and we won deadlift for that. I also had like a slight miscount on my colonists. I was up by 1 extra as compared to what I thought I was. What? Hold on. Calm down. I'm just scrolling my notes and it's like, wee. Anyway, they're on the way here. We've got stuff to put away. All right, let them go now. It should be long enough for them to like, it's kind of shut itself when I unpause. That's fine. Also, I have an important thing stuck in the door here, and I noticed it right after I finished stream, and I was really worried that I wouldn't remember. So I, while paused, just asked Leah just to come back and grab this that was in the door to here, because this would be a problem. I also just need her to just keep moving it. I don't know who dropped the massive load of wood right there, but it is in the doorway. And it's made me think that I need to kind of change how this works. But for the moment, I'll get her to move it out of there. Probably need one more go. And there we go. Alright. Cool. So that should get that out of there. I don't know if the panther was coming down for it, but yeah, I noticed that. I just had her like come back for it. Also, we've got like 802 animals, so we've got the most animals we've ever had. And I believe I also sat here, just while I had like the mindset about it on my days off, while it was paused, I kind of sat down and figured out a new number system for how many animals and shit we want. Because I have a lot. I have way too many non-hauling animals, as in like animals that are either like panthers that can haul shit around, or like the horses and shit, you know. I have a lot of stuff that isn't that kind of thing, and I need to rebalance those numbers in my colony, because we have a lot of food, but for moving and for like usability, I don't really want to have like 50 cows versus having 50 yaks, you know. It's the negligible difference now that we actually have kind of sufficient food. So they're going to go in and they're going to cull a whole heap. But we started tonight's stream with 802 animals. So yeah, that's going to go down by a little bit. It's probably maybe 20 animals will get culled, auto-culled. I definitely changed up some of the juvenile amounts of creatures just because I don't really want I don't want my people wasting their time trying to handle a whole bunch of animals that we will make into meat when I have other things that they could be working on, like, you know, bonding to and shit. So especially since like we are extremely low on panthers. I know some of them are over at the other side, the other colony, but I'm just saying, like, we have panthers here that need to be trained, and we'll have thrombos and other stuff, and yeah, I need to work on that. And I have all these that need at least like a piece of rice or something like that given to them once, who knows how fucking often in a cycle. So we're gonna fix that. Also, my cats are gonna be let to breed a bit since they do nuzzling, since we'll have some meat. So yeah, that will help. I don't think I have a caravan set up to go out. Doesn't look like I do. I'll set up a caravan to go over here. My only concern is that we do have an eclipse right now, and usually when there's an eclipse, I usually have like ship break and stuff, obviously, but like I also have like normally an attack because my turrets are down. So I don't love that. I'm basically going to send like probably the majority of my gunners out on this particular trip. I don't want to send Grasshopper. Yeah, not the greatest feeling about this, but I do want to send a bunch of people that can do like plant cutting and shit. I send a lot of people that can do, or we don't want Sorry to go outside. I gotta sell that silver armor off her. I gotta get that shit off her. I don't know if, I could port it over to an ally. That could be a way to get rid of it. I hadn't really considered that. Because normally traders typically don't have enough money, or they have enough money and kind of like won't take it on that particular like visit. So I don't know. I also want to send like a shit ton of hauling animals outside of the base, but I'd be happy enough to grab like just another couple of people for that. I might send like all the yaks. Let's see how much this adds up to. And that's 1.5. Because I want to bring back like a fuck ton of trees. We've got a couple of horses. The reason why I'm out here looking for trees is we have a distinct lack of like fuel. There are some trees in the base. I send that much in one grow. And then I'll have another look. I won't send that much medicine. I'll have another quick squiz at some plant cutters, which I think most of them are outside the colony. I don't think I'm gonna... we'll take away the kibble. They should be fine with about 5-ish days of food. Isn't too bad. I don't have a lot of packaged survival meals. I've been throwing those around the place. How about you guys take like 200 rice? That's not even a blip of a day. 3... yeah, okay. That's like 6 days worth of food. Get them set up. I do want to send a lot more animals. And this caravan could potentially go faster because it doesn't have as many. But a couple of people that have got these just in case. I'm going to have to keep track of this too. Okay. What I want... a gatherer would probably be one. Also, these category things are working again. I'll try doing that. So, well, that one's for example, but it did let me sort by name. This is back. So this is another thing that's unbroken, which is really nice. Because that's been broken for fucking so long. I couldn't even fucking tell you how long that's been broken. Probably since like 1.3 changed over. Anyway, it's really nice to see that's working again. Here, at least. Because there's a whole lot of stuff that like you'll see me not do because it just doesn't work. And that was one of them. This can make it a little bit quicker for me at sometimes. And go with this one. Most of these are just going to be plant cutters and stuff because I kind of want them to be... Plant cutter doesn't necessarily mean like logger, but we'll grab what we can grab. I didn't even realize that your like last name is courtesan. That's gotta be somebody's like character. It's too much of like a play on words for that guy. Alright. What else we got? Little warrior. Nah. Herder. Normally I'm out here looking for like cave exploring crap, but that's not what I'm after this particular time. I also do want to have like a couple of people that can do mining. I'm sure that there's probably more than a handful in this group, just in case. I also don't really mind not having all of my like I don't know, plant specialists and stuff home at the moment. Because that's okay. There we go. That should be the majority of them. Meow. Yeah, this was down here in the animals. This was where the improvement is. Because previously, my animals like mishmash through everything and it's a fucking mess. I mean, there's a lot of dromedaries there. How many? Fucking hell. I have a lot of dromedaries. That's not a bad thing. I still like 2,000 odd. I don't know if I want to see you guys try to get this many animals out. Funny thing is, if they weren't loaded up with wood returning, I'd actually be very inclined to just send them on to the next area, you know? I also don't think you guys need that much because the other group's got the majority of it. Yeah, send that. I'm just going to send like 1 or 2 more people, like Kelly and Skizzer, and Dorsey apparently. That was an accidental click, but more hands, the better. Yeah, let's put you guys back into name. I've got almost all the dromedaries, I thought. I didn't grab all of yours. There's the cows. There's the rest of the dromedaries. This should add up to, I don't know, they must be young. It's fine. We'll take like the whole fucking fleet. I know, that is all of them. That's not that much. There's another one. Alright. So they are still a little bit mashed up based on what they call them. But that's fine. There's 2 more horses. I could send muffalos, but I don't want to. And apparently there's a bunch of yaks that I haven't allocated yet. Which is also fine, I guess. We could grab a couple of them. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a bit more. I kind of want there to be like as many as I can get going out there because I want to bring back a lot of wood. That's a lot. Okay. Food-wise, for some reason you guys have like just as much fucking food. You guys won't need this much food. It's going to take you forever to leave. About 4 days worth of food. Somehow we got an extra package survival meal in the time that it took me to make 2 caravans. Okie dokie then. And yeah. There should be plenty enough like medical and once I combine them food and stuff. I just kind of got to keep a little bit tabs on when a caravan actually does leave. Because otherwise a small group like the 2 or 3 might rock up at the attack quest on their own. That won't be ideal. So we'll see. What else we got? So we got rid of the fridge door issue. I honestly am thinking about changing the shape of this. I know this is working at the moment and all of in here is chill, but I'm thinking about honestly kind of tunneling this a little bit so the air conditioners could be on the side. Then we could have like a double door system kind of thing. But where the air conditioners are at the moment, it would block them to put it in the way. So my only other thought would be to do it on the other side initially, or like move all the shit over to a different side. I don't know. It should stay cold enough in here, I'm pretty sure. Alright, hold on. I saw a pen wasn't enclosed. Is that still here? That's probably not the best place to do that. Tofu. It's fine. Everything else is running away, so maybe he's not chasing the Megasloth. He's hoping. Also, I'm kind of half tempted to grab another Megasloth and get breeding with that. But, we'll see. Alright. Also, I want you... Hopefully this isn't... Hopefully I'm holding down the right thing. Good. Alright. Got a fire. That's fine. Lincoln's up here. Kangaroo's doing stuff. Enyo... It's harvesting trees. How about you bring the wool inside? Oh, you guys are up here harvesting trees. Okay. That's not a huge issue. I do need to make a new turret. This is on my list of things. Fresh new turret. Okay. What else we got? I have a bedroom light that's whack in here somewhere. There it is. I saw this and I'm like, what the fuck? I want you to copy that and paste it onto there. There we go. Alright. So we should have cold enough bedrooms. We should have plenty of spare bedrooms at the moment too. I'm pretty sure majority of my couples are in the double beds, and we'll get this area built up soon enough. I'm kind of hoping that maybe they build up this area tonight, perhaps. It's not a lot of, oh, what do you call it? I don't have a lot of the blocks for them yet, so we're working on that. Can I get you to bring in stuff? What's Esme coming up here for? She's hauling stuff. Cool. I kind of got to get like everybody to grab at least probably 2 items each. You can't do hauling. Of course you can't. I love when I click on somebody that legitimately cannot do hauling. You're hauling something. You might have been doing this for a while actually, but if you got the energy in you, because I can see you're stressed after that. Skizzle's got some inspired surgery, that's fine. Working on bringing everything inside, which speaking of, these yeah, they're all built at the moment. I do want you guys to link them. What I want is we do not want rotten, and we don't want any food outside at the moment. And wherever the fuck the chem fuel is, only has 30% of people able to haul, and it's probably the thing that frustrates me the most out of anything in the game. Yeah, I gotta say that that's probably like the worst thing about having like a smaller colony, is the fact that like every single person is super important. So you kind of like, yeah, it is turned off. You kind of like need everybody either up and mobile, or like the few people that can do certain tasks able to do the tasks. It's where like food poisoning and other kind of issues hit people so much harder than like in my colony. If most of my people have had food poisoning at least once, you know, I really don't care. It's just like a hazard of the particular like size of my fucking colony. Is somebody will trope through the fucking storage, somebody will puke on the pile of food, somebody else will eat that, you know, or whatever else happens. How you doing, Basil? Gonna have some of my drink. Yeah, fuck you up too. How was your bath? I'm also trying to remove some stuff out of here, which is why we've got this storage. Which is kind of why I also want them to bring it in here. Like, I don't mind that they've brought some of the food in, because at least they're getting it in from outdoors. But I need to widen this structure by, like, probably either 1 or 2 thickness for these particular things. It's not really a huge issue, but it will move this out a little bit. I'll probably have to do it from, like, the long ways. Oh, that's right, we're having an eclipse. I'm like, why is it green? You know what? That's probably the thing that happened the other day. Is this tint of green is what the game was like in the menu. And I was trying to explain it, and it was like really, really difficult to say that like my game was green before I even loaded in. But anyway, I have like a whole bunch of animals getting culled at the moment, and I really do hope that they actually bring all the like animal corpses up and in for food processing. I've got a couple of caravans that are like looking to go out, hopefully later tonight. But yeah, anyway, I've got like a shit ton of trees here too. And what I kind of wanted, I want them to slow down like production of food stuff, but I really need like a half a dozen people just grab somebody and be like, hey mate, can you go and cut some trees? Because we need trees. This is what I was trying to explain before, and I got a bit sidetracked with deets, was that I need wood for chem fuel so that, you know, we can make chem fuel so that we can throw transport pods back and forth between the colony and stuff. And yeah, I'm kind of out of trees. I don't have a lot of trees on this particular map. But the trees that I do have, my people generally won't go out and cut, even if they have the level to cut it. So, yeah, it's just a little case of stuffs are kind of too far away and I have way too many other crops for them to work on. So they generally don't bother. But we're basically sending out a huge caravan to kind of go and do a specific wood cutting thing. Because once they're basically on a tile that's like, there's not much else for them to do, they'll do that. And hopefully we can like bring back like some decent quantity of wood. Use nutrient paste most of the time, so really have food poisoning, but also have mod that lets me craft a couple of different drinks they can have to help, get over their food poisoning. One of them forces them to buff up their entire food, oh my god, and sets them to food poisoning recovering, and the other takes longer to drink, but it instantly cures them. It's a little bit OP, but it involves some level of having to be prepared. Hey, lately. Welcome in. Yeah, no, I think I've seen one where it like forces them to puke, but like, yeah, as you know, like I don't have anything like that, so they get food poisoning, they just gotta ride it out. Hey, no. Oh yeah. Well, welcome in. That's my colony of Asora. We're in the process of moving locations to here at the moment, and also going out and getting wood, because they've got wood here, don't get me wrong. We've got like 34,000 wood in storage, and there's still like a fuck ton outside. If I get away from my storage for a hot second. Hold up. It's got to be up the top here. No, okay. There's still over 8,000 outside, but the other base needs it. Envelopes. Where? Oh yeah. No. Pause. Holy shit. So you guys, I need you guys to run in, and I need you guys to run down. Oh, I didn't even think about the fucking boomalopes. I was hunting. Alright, let's see. We got a doctor. We got a... Why are you down here? You're a pacifist. Okay. Well, Coyote's not going to get very far, and I'm not really sure what you three were. Maybe trying to tame him? Hold on. Wildlife. Yeah, we were trying to tame you lot. Alright, well, let's change that. They're not really going to get very far. The best I could probably do with you is, like, make you run sideways, realistically. And same with you. So if you can make it over the fence, you've got, like, 3 angry ones over the fence. She might make it through there. He's got armor. Yeah, he does not. Shizuka could get away. She's fast enough. Cody, Franklin, Whale, they're all kind of fucked, but everybody else is coming down. If Seahorse can get in range... Where is her gun? Alright, well, Seahorse ain't gonna help, but the best she could do is maybe hold up that one or rescue. If you go that way instead, you might be able to rescue Whale. Kangaroo should have a gun unless she's dropped it. Listen, you guys got guns. Okay, can you guys hold up about there? We'll try to get Shizuka protected. Yeah, Franklin's getting out there. Okay. Franklin can keep going that way. You head down here. Pumpkin should have a gun. McPherson definitely has a gun. I see McPherson has a gun. Can you lot come down here? Coyote's down. Okay. If they could just move back a tiny bit. Franklin, same with that. You beeline that way, mate. You go that way. Kangaroo can kind of like stay up out of the gunfire. If all's good, yep. Can you go rescue? Go around and rescue. I also, what is wrong with your legs? A lot. Not too much, but a lot. And Franklin, I don't know where you're going, mate. Oh, you're trying to... Okay, you're on fire. And he's down and unconscious. Who's closest? Probably Sam. Sam's also got a gun. Go rescue Franklin. I don't think McPherson's the only one here with a gun. Whale, maybe... No, you're not going to go beat out the fire. Tell you what, if they come this way, that's a problem. Hey, Meticulous. Welcome in. What the fuck you up to? Come on, Sam, don't get shot. Hold on. This group, you're going to have to take a hit, mate. Somebody's going to have to go kaboom here. Because McPherson's just not getting the shot done. There we go. you lot head back out. Yeah, what are you guys up to? What have you guys been up to, I should say? It's been a whole friggin' week. I don't know if anybody else in this pile is being rescued actively, but this should be fine. Oh man, yeah, I ended up like waking up at stupid times, like since the weekend. I've been waking up like stupidly early. So yeah, I've been kind of, I don't know. I was cranky. I'm doing better now that I know that that's like how I was going to like wake up was like stupidly early. So I also have an energy drink, so that's helping. But I should start being like more awake and more like generally alert, because it's like into spring now, so shit's warmer and brighter. Everybody should be fine. I didn't get to check who was being carried, but I'll check. Nothing much, honestly. Oh yeah. Sam, how's Franklin doing? I didn't realize that one was blow-upable, but okay. Maybe don't shoot them when the people are next to it. Anyway, yeah, I definitely felt like last night I was going to be too cranky to play like Dwarf Fortress and be like guided through learning and shit. Yeah, tonight I'm all good. As for like, I'm sure some of you were like curious about how the Hot One stuff went. It's fine. If it exited my body, I never felt it, so I guess we're good with that. Yeah, I definitely had like horrible stomach pain later. I also like made a like serious error in the process of taking a shower. Turns out that like the hot water like against my stomach caused it to like swell to like its maximum capacity, which was like super distended. It was really painful. And then I made the mistake, while I was like overwhelmed with like discomfort, I changed the temperature of the water over to be cool at the end of my shower like normally would. And yeah, it basically sent my stomach into like a frenzy of spasms, and that of course like caused me to throw up from like just the, I don't know, inconsistent cramping that it caused at the time. But yeah, up until then I was doing fine. It was just I probably shouldn't have hit the shower when I did, but I also wanted to hit the shower because I ended up eating that yogurt that had been sitting on the desk beside me for what I didn't realize was like 3 hours. And it had been sitting in an ice bath. But, yeah. It was no longer cold. I need you to rest. I figured a caravan got out. There we go. So yeah. The off yogurt was not the greatest thing to have after the world's spiciest fucking hot sauces. Not sure what we're talking about, but it sounds horribly unpleasant. Oh yeah, so last week I did a September event that my community kind of like unlocked back in February for me to do. And part of that was like reading stories on stream, playing Dwarf Fortress. Senma, we don't do that here. Hold on. Let me beat the shit out of Senma. Yeah, and also the Hot Ones Hot Sauces challenge as well, so eating the world's hottest hot sauces. And yeah, I have medical conditions and stuff like that, so I was cleared to eat it and stuff. We weren't really sure how I was going to go with it, so I took the whole rest of the week off streaming just in case. And